think it's my first vlog for 2024. Lots of things have happened. I've been busy working, traveling, but glad to be back on the bike. So, a quick update. I got a coach. I signed up with the whole Performance Academy with head coach Stephen Hall, and I'm really hoping to get something out of it, to basically improve my fitness, get better on the bike, hope to see some gains performance wise. I guess FTP is part of it, So what drove me to get coaching really is the fact that I did the whole Criterium series in December and the last few weeks of January, and it was a massive fail. Some people say that it was alright. I looked at it and I was like, oh, that was a really horrible performance. I mean, all things considered, yeah, I did get back on the bike for about less than a year, and I guess jumping back into racing after not being on the bike for close to 4 years, I guess it's an achievement, but I really want more. And so I thought, hey, why not give coaching a try? On the menu today is an easy ride, 90 plus cadence. I guess if I can hold it up nice and high like on the track, it would be great. Not so much focusing on how much power I can put out, but rather just keeping the cadence high on my small chain ring today, just to make sure that I can keep the cadence up, and hopefully I'll be able to. Coach will be happy. So, about coaching, I searched the internet for a few different coaches and came up with Stephen Hall. He's a ex-pro, a local guy, one of the local legends, famous for his track cycling, but also criteriums. Most recently at the last of the Twilight Criterium series, he was pushing it up there with Luke Durbridge. It was really fun to watch. Okay, so why did I end up choosing him? Number one, he's got the cred, and he's local. A few of the other guys I've known, and subsequently after I signed up with him, people are telling me he is the real deal. So I'm really looking forward to see what he can do in terms of helping me improve my performance. Oh, guys running past. Hey, morning. Yeah, I'm starting to feel that now I'm on this coaching program, it doesn't really matter how fast I'm going on the freeway anymore. I've got my goals, I've got my plan, and I've just got to stick to it. It's no longer the commuter cup where every session up the freeway is a smash fest. Whew, beautiful morning. So I'm just at South Perth at the moment, waiting for Lance, Capo, Rafa, a few of the guys. Let me just whip out my phone, because a whole bunch of riders are coming. Love to put them up on Insta. No problem getting past. There we go. It's gonna be an Insta reel. Yeah, so I was talking about my Criterium experience in December and January as well. It's been really horrible, like trying to hang on to D grade, Cat 4, and it was almost close to impossible for me. Granted, it's open, lots, half the field. I guess a good number of them are like half my age, or even less. Young man, shout out to you, Richard. Good young bloke. I think he's like 15 or 16. Yeah, I would usually end up with him. And Nick Cowie as well, if you're watching, shout out to you, mate. And we'd be dropped like midway into the race, pushing out normalized powers of 220 plus. And for a D, Cat D, well, I think that the standard's gone up pretty high. People are getting pretty strong. So yeah, the realization that I couldn't really hang on really got me discouraged for a few weeks. I was like, I really wanted to make videos where I went out and I did really well, you know, got a podium or something, make you guys proud and go like, oh yeah, the VeloGrapher is really strong, can do lots of things. But when I went out, I felt less than average. I put out that video in DNF. Yeah, I didn't finish, and you can see I tried to hold, and then what happened was I had to stop because of the nerve pain. But even if the nerve pain hadn't come in, I think at some point I would have blown up. I think. And for me, I think that is the reality of it all. I'm getting older. I'm not as fit as I was before because I was off the bike, and now it's time to really come back. And what better way to come back than actually to get guidance rather from someone who is an expert in their field. So here comes Stephen Hall. Seen him race a few times. Googled Hall Performance Academy and looked at the prices. The pricing is not cheap, but it's also not expensive. It starts with like, I think his base package is the monthly one, which comes to about $200 or just over $200 a month of personalized coaching. He uses Training Peaks, and so for the first time in a while I had to log on, download a new app, download Training Peaks, input my data, and yeah, apparently it's a really good software, better than Strava Premium. Anyway, hey! So someone just went past and shouted 110 Ks. Well, good on him. Good on him. So as I was saying, what was I saying? I'm lost now. 110 K messed me up. Coaching. Yeah, so downloaded the app, and what Stephen Hall does, well, let's call him Stevie. Stevie basically logs into my account and updates the workouts for me. And so he's starting me on cadence work. Very similar to track cycling, work on your cadence. Wants me to get a cadence of about 90 plus. And so on the ride here, yesterday as well, on the trainer, I kept my cadence nice and high. One thing that he's going to look out for is my heart rate. And I'm sorry, Stevie. Sorry for myself too. My heart rate monitor needs a new battery, and I'll need to get one sometime today. So I don't have any heart rate data. I do power data, power cadence, but no heart rate data. Something that he likes to look out for. So, starting out with cadence work. I'm not sure where the whole training thing is going to go. I signed up for I think it's a 6-month plan. 6-month plan, and 6 months I think came up to about $600. I'll put all the links and everything below if you're interested in finding out a little bit more about Stevie and Hall Performance Academy. Anyways, a few things that I hope to hit. My goals, my targets would be, number one, to be physically more fit on the bike. To drop a few pounds. I just got back from a work trip from Bali, and I feel as if I put on 10 kilos. Like, can you see it? 10 kilos. I also want to have a better average power. So my FTP, I want my FTP to go back up. I am at this point 67 kilos, and I am at about 3.2 or 3.3 watts per kilo. I really want to get it up to about 4 watts per kilo if possible, so just that's about 300 watts. It's like the goal, you know, when you set a goal. I'm very goal task oriented, so if I want to set a goal, like I want to get 300 watts, that's really what I want to do. So hopefully Stevie can get me there, but I guess one more goal actually. Lance and I are going for the 7 gravel race, and I really hope to get a good time there. That's a main thing, and so Stevie has updated saying the event is there, and hopefully I'll be able to get a good time at 7. Well, just gonna wait for the guys a little bit more. Once they arrive, we're gonna do a river loop, and you'll see some sights. I'll talk a little bit more on how training day 2 is going. Lance has got a very pedal bike.
Wanna do free or gonna go down road?
Okay, it's time to decide where we go. Sorry? Good workout for you. How much power are you doing? That's about the same actually. Yeah, I'm doing about one. Now it's 130. It's been a bit difficult to keep the cadence, especially in group, but so trying to. Capo has a drop chain, I think. Got to see his bike. It's a very nice Velo. S what? S5? Is it S5? Okay, well, we'll have to interview him. And Lance and his new purple kit too. I got a cutest on Purple Rain, man. Is it S5? R5. It's been a long while since I've ridden in the small chainring only, but it's kind of cool. Very fun. Spinning out like crazy on the downhill sections, and spinning up as well. It's very fun. I think these high cadence sessions are pretty good. Pretty good. So as the ride went on, I was spinning and I was trying to keep the cadence at about 100 RPMs. In fact, at some points like 105. I just found that as I was spinning faster, I was really I don't know how else to put it. It felt so easy to push the pedals over. So highly efficient, I would guess. And the whole point of the high cadence sessions, according to Stevie, was that I get better at efficiency. And here firsthand I was feeling it. I was doing about 250 watts, and I wasn't feeling fatigued at all. In fact, I'd started the day feeling absolutely rubbish. Legs were feeling a bit achy, and I think for the first 10 minutes when I was on the bike, my muscles were feeling pain, and I thought, today's just gonna be a crap session. But as the day went on, guess what? It was super easy, and I was just pushing. In fact, like when the headwind was in, I was doing high 200s, even holding about 350 watts for at least a minute, and it felt great. I wish I had my heart rate monitor handy to just check out my heart rate, but my Apple Watch told me that my average heart rate throughout the time was about 163. My max heart rate is pretty high at about 200, just over 200. So all things considered, I think it was pretty good. Well, feeling good and just pushing, flying down on the small chainring, spinning like mad on these beautiful wide roads. So Tonkin Highway, this bike path is along Tonkin Highway, and it is so wide you could literally drive a car down each lane. I mean, there's not much space, but you would get 2 cars going either side easy. And so yeah, my thoughts on high cadence work. I think it is pretty good, and I'm gonna continue with that. I'm not sure what Stevie has got planned further on, but I am going to make sure I follow it because it's day 2 and I'm feeling absolutely great. We're about 40 kilometers in, for me at least. For Capo is like 50 plus. He's done 50 plus. How many have you done, Russ? 50 plus.
I don't know.
40 plus?
40 plus, I think.
40 plus. So I've ridden the least. But yeah, having a nice break at Fecon Bricks. If you are in the area of where Beckenham is, or it's just off Royal Highway, but you got to enter from Brixton Road. A nice place. They've got these like pancakes on the weekend that they stack them really high, put berries and flowers and stuff. Really cool stuff. Really nice. And coffee is pretty good too. So so far so good. Day 2 of the training block, 90 plus cadence. Managed to hold it today, so it's pretty good. But I've been in the small chainring all day. Which means that when the guys go fast, 40 km an hour, I'm literally spinning about 120 RPM. Pretty crazy.
Oh, thank you so much.
Very nice coffee. Oh, look at the art. It's a
dragon.
What the hell is that?
Is that a horse?
My Little Pony.
Oh yeah.
My Little Pony. Cute, very cute. I didn't get a pony. I got a standard, whatever this is. But training block so far has been pretty good. I realized that when I do high cadence and high power, so high power for me is like 300 plus watts. Sustaining 300 plus watt efforts for about a minute at high cadence is way easier than grinding. And that's pretty cool. I'm not feeling like I'm bobbing up and down, but I'm really keen to find out what my heart rate is. I really do need that heart rate monitor back on. Anyways, gonna enjoy my coffee and get back on the road soon. Everyone has gone separate ways. Just on the way home right now. So I have completed day 2 of my training block, 90 plus RPM cadence for at least an hour to an hour and a half. I've actually gone past. By the time I get back, it'll be like 2 hours of riding. But it's been good. It's been very good. I'll need to get the battery. And I guess on a last note, how many of you guys who watch have taken up a coach for structured training? Or what do you do? Is it Wahoo, Strava, Zwift, Trainer Road? What's your jam? Let me know in the comments below, or drop me a DM on Instagram. Cheers, take care, and I'll see you in the next video. Ciao for now.